Hey everybody, April 6th, 2013. My name is Colin. September of 2011, my health was destroyed by an antibiotic called Cipro. It's been 19 months and my condition continues to get worse. However, I was able to walk today more than I've ever walked in the past month or two. I walked out to the park, so that was nice. Unfortunately, I went to physical therapy Thursday and they did a procedure on me called internal release. Basically, she gets me in a position and puts her finger up there, and it was very uncomfortable, and unfortunately she couldn't do the side that my spasm is on, and so I was curious to see what would happen if she did that side, if that would have stopped the or if I would have got that weird sensation in my head like I got back in Virginia Beach. The spasm I'm talking about is my pelvic floor spasm, which started while on the Cipro and has yet to stop. Literally, it never stops. But the problem was I got home, it was uncomfortable and we had to stop. I told her, she asked me if I wanted to stop and I said yeah. I sort of wish I would have said no, because at least she would have finished and been able to palpate the left side and trip me out or something, or at least feel it. Maybe she wasn't going in deep enough, but I think she was. It's a lot different than giving yourself an enema when they do that procedure, because you're laying in the same position as an enema, but they come in right behind your coccyx bone, which is like right up against your spine, and it's like your sphincter is really tight there, like really tight. So it's like, it's hard to describe. But she didn't really seem to understand how bad my condition is, how bad the spasm is. She actually gave me a 3 out of 5 in the muscle strength tests when I was barely able to press. So, but the problem was when I got home that night, I felt in there, and it was like I had this big hemorrhoid on the left side. It wasn't hurting, but I was feeling it, and I was like, sometimes I'd had that before on both sides when I've been straining really hard. And I looked it up online, and I think what it is an internal hemorrhoid prolapse, which is not good. It's like pushing the internal surface of your a-hole outside into the air, into the out past where it should be. So it's like this really, and it's a membrane that isn't really sensitized, so it's like, that's probably why it wasn't hurting or anything. But I should have gotten on the case earlier, because Friday I just kind of sat there and didn't do anything. And today I realized it's still the same, it's still out there. And you can actually push it in a little, get it to go in a little, but it's not going in all the way, and I think it's inflamed. So it's just another pain in the ass, It sucks because I kind of rely on having that area healthy to do enemas, and I ordered some, she pointed me to these pelvic floor massage tools, and I'm sitting there thinking, why didn't I ever just Google these massage tools myself? You know, I was interested in this one wand that I had to get, but it was available by prescription, which is how I eventually saw this PT. But why don't I just get like a elaborate sex toy wand, you know, to use on myself? All these months, I never thought of that. It's like, you know, hello? And she gave me the option to not do internal release, which of course I wish, you know, I wish I would have just skipped it and then learned about the tools, and then I wouldn't have this hemorrhoid. So, but thankfully the tooth hasn't been so bad. You know, I gotta be thankful for that, and I gotta be thankful for being able to walk today. I walked all the way to the park and back, maybe about a mile. Of course, I still would have a little, like, oh, is something gonna tear in my foot again? You know, just these little inklings. So it's kind of touch and go. But I was able to walk, and I'm thankful for that. You know, I mean, I told you in the last video. Excuse me. I'm starting to recognize the things my mind does. The main things that it does is thinks about the past, whether something I see reminds me of the past, or I just sort of jump to the past, which is a lot of things, and it's catastrophic. You know, I stop it. I try to stop it. And I parallel things with the past, like things I'm experiencing. I sort of, my mind is like, also tries to experience them as if I wasn't floxed. And it's so much greater in that experience compared to being floxed that it's very sad, you know. So I call that paralleling. Paralleling and pasting, those are the two main things that I do. I can recognize myself doing it and kind of stop it and kind of try to live in the present, but there's a lot of reminders out there, and then there's just the plain sadness of my condition. Just kind of like doom, thinking of doom and stuff, like what's going to happen is just doom, like I'm just doomed. And you know, you think about suicidal things and stuff like that. I'm trying to, you know, I'm observing myself. I'm trying to stop those things. But I'm suspecting that grains are not good for me, but I just can't stop eating them. You know, I don't eat a lot of carbs, but you know, I just feel like paleo is the way to go, you know. But I can't kick the carbs or the sugar. You know, you have to, you know, paleo, low sugar. You can't go paleo and eat a bunch of coconut and macaroons. Oh, look, I'm paleo, because you're consuming a bunch of sugar. It's very psychological. You know, you don't understand how much food controls you psychologically until you try to quit something. But I've been putting aloe vera juice, actual aloe vera from plants I have, on my hemorrhoid, hoping it'll help. But it's different than anything I've had before. Anything I've had before has just kind of gotten better quickly, but this is just like something that seems like it's just positioned wrong, like it's just pushed out, and I don't know what to do. You know, I don't want to put apple cider vinegar on it because I heard that it really stings, even though that's the top cure. Anyways, this has been a pretty boring video. I guess we'll just chalk it up to ass talk, and